Hey there, tech fans. Rick here again from the OREI team with an overview of the WHD-165-K wireless HDMI extension kit. This product was engineered to make it incredibly easy for you to share all of your HDMI media content with a second remote location up to 165 feet away over a wireless connection. The product fully supports high-definition media content and is both HDMI 1.3 as well as HDCP 1.4 compliant, which means it's going to work great with all of your modern media equipment. The product also provides local loopback functionality at the primary site, which allows you to continue to enjoy the content here while you're simultaneously sharing it with your remote location. It also includes a set of infrared blasters that will pick up the remote control signals at that secondary location and pass those back over the same wireless connection to the primary site where they're rebroadcast so you can completely control the content you're watching. The kit also supports up to 4 receivers off a single transmitter, which means you can send the same media content to 4 remote locations at the same time. Now, as part of this overview, I'd like to start with a quick unboxing just to show you everything that's included with the kit, and then I'll take a closer look at the transmitter and the receiver and explain the connections and indicators so you understand how to use it. I'll list the features and functions the product provides, and then I'll come back and do a short demonstration to show you just how simple this kit will be to use with your own equipment. So let's get started with the unboxing. When you first open up the box, you'll find a transmitter module and a receiver module. You'll find 2 single 5-volt DC power supplies. These are 1 amp power supplies. Simply plug this into any standard wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection on it, which plugs into the back of the module and provides all the power you'll need for operation. You'll also find a bracketing kit included that allows you to mount these modules up off the ground and out of the way if you choose to do that. And you'll find a set of infrared blasters that again are responsible for the remote control from that secondary location. Finally, there's a full instruction manual included as well that lists connection diagrams, specifications, and a lot of really important information about this kit that you'll need to understand in order to use it correctly. Now, if you stay tuned next, I'll take a closer look at both modules, I'll list the features and functions, and then I'll come back and do that demonstration. The kit includes both a transmitter module and a receiver module. The transmitter is located at the primary site wherever the content is you'd like to share with the remote location, and the receiver module is located at the secondary site where you'd like to enjoy that content. Both of these feature full metal enclosures which make them really durable, and it helps to minimize outside interference from causing any issues with the sensitive electronics inside. Let's start with the transmitter module first. On either side of the cabinet, you'll find ventilation slots that are designed to let any heat that develops during operation escape and keep the electronics inside at a very comfortable temperature. You'll also find mounting holes on both sides that can be used with the included bracketing kit to mount this module up off the ground and out of the way. On the front of the module, starting on the left, is a power indicator. When you add power to the module, it starts an internal power on self-test where it's checking the electronics. Once it passes that test, it'll light this LED letting you know it's ready to use. To the right of that is a Wi-Fi indicator. Once you power up the transmitter and power up the receiver, they'll try to connect over Wi-Fi. Once that connection's been made, this LED will come on solid, letting you know you have a good connection to the remote location. To the right of that is a status indicator. Once you've made the Wi-Fi connection and start transmitting HDMI content to the remote location, this LED will be on solid. So under normal operation, all 3 of these should be on. To the right of that is a channel selector button. You can vary the channel to communicate over that Wi-Fi connection by tapping that button. And you may have to do that if you're operating in a very noisy environment with a lot of Wi-Fi interference. You can tap this on the transmitter and the receiver to actually pick a cleaner channel. On the rear of the unit, you'll find 2 antenna connections. You can simply take the antennas that are included with the kit and finger tighten those on these studs and point them straight up. On the left-hand side, you'll find an upgrade port. That's a micro USB port that's used for updating the firmware on the module. And to do that, you'll connect this to a computer, move that firmware file to the module to complete that upgrade. To the right of that is a full-sized HDMI port labeled HDMI in. This connects to whatever media device you'd like to share the content from with your remote location. Use a high-quality cable to make that connection. To the right of that is another HDMI port labeled HDMI out. This product provides local loopback functionality which allows you to enjoy the content here at the primary site while you're simultaneously sharing it with the remote location. And if you'd like to take advantage of that feature, you can connect the cable here to a local monitor to enjoy that content. To the right of that is an infrared blaster port. It's a 3.5mm port used with that infrared blaster, and you'll basically plug in the infrared blaster that says infrared out into that port. and that'll actually control the media content. To the right of that is a power port, and that's used with the included power supply. You can simply plug that power supply into a wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection on it, which plugs in right there and provides all the power you'll need for the module. The receiver is very similar. Again, ventilation slots on both sides, mounting holes for the bracketing kits. On the front of the unit, you've got a power indicator, Wi-Fi indicator, and a status indicator. Again, all three of these will be on under normal operation. Another channel selection button right there. On the rear of the unit, two more antenna studs. You can use the second set of antennas, finger tighten them and point them straight up. Another micro USB port for upgrading firmware on the receiver. To the right of that is a full-sized HDMI port labeled HDMI out, and you can connect this to a local monitor at the remote location to enjoy the content. To the right of that, another infrared blaster port, and this one's labeled IR in. Make sure you plug the correct infrared blaster into that port, and that's labeled as well. And finally, to the right of that, another DC input port. That's used with the second power supply. Just plug that into a wall outlet, plug the power connection in there, and you're all set. The OREI WHD-165-K is compatible with a wide variety of HDMI media devices, including game consoles, media players like Apple TV, streaming devices, digital projectors, and computer systems. The product's features include full support of high-definition media content. It allows 4 receivers to be connected simultaneously to the same transmitter. It is both HDMI 1.3 as well as HDCP 1.4 compliant. It provides 165 feet of extension between the primary and secondary locations over a wireless connection, and offers both local loopback and infrared blaster kits for full control of your media. Now I'll show you the connections you'll need to make to use this product with your own equipment. And for this demonstration, over here I've set up a small media player that's currently looping a video on this monitor, and that's the media content I'd like to share with my remote location. Over here I've set up a second monitor, and this represents that remote location. It's wherever I'd like to enjoy the content from the primary side. And these can be up to 165 feet apart. In front of me I have the transmitter module here and the receiver module here. Now the first set of connections I'll make are to the transmitter module, and I'll start by connecting the media device to the unit by disconnecting it from the monitor and plugging that directly into the HDMI input port on the transmitter. And now I can add power. I've already plugged in the power supply. The other end of that cable has a barrel connection, which plugs directly into the DC input port. And the minute I do that, it starts that internal power on self-test, and you can see I've got a power indicator on, so it's passed the test. And I've got a blinking light on the Wi-Fi indicator, which means it's looking for the receiver. So let's connect the receiver at the remote location. I've got an HDMI cable connected to the monitor, which I'll plug into the HDMI output port, and then I'll add power. Simply plug that into the DC input port. And again, the power on self-test is started over here. In a second, it's going to start looking for the transmitter. They're going to establish a connection, and you'll see the video appear on this one over here. Now the nice thing is, all the adjustments for the best possible image are being made during that handshake. So the transmitter knows the resolution of the media content, the receiver knows the resolution of the monitor that's connected, and they're going to make whatever adjustments are needed to give you the best possible picture. And there you go. Now, one other nice feature of this transmitter is the local loopback functionality, which allows me to continue to enjoy the content at the primary side while I'm simultaneously sharing it to a remote location. And to use that feature, I'll need an additional HDMI cable, and I'll plug that into the HDMI output port on the transmitter and the other end of that cable to a local monitor. And the minute I do that, the transmitter now recognizes that second monitor. It'll share the content here and reestablish that Wi-Fi connection to the remote location. So it takes a couple of seconds because it's got to check the resolution on this monitor and again make those adjustments. And there you go. You can see the same content from that primary location being shown here on a local display and being transmitted over that Wi-Fi connection up to 165 feet apart to that secondary location. And it really is just that easy to get it working. I hope you found this overview of the OREI WHD-165-K helpful. This product provides an incredibly easy way for you to share all of your HDMI media content with a second remote location up to 165 feet away over a wireless connection. The product fully supports high-definition media content and is both HDMI 1.3 as well as HDCP 1.4 compliant, which means it's going to work great with all of your modern media equipment. Another feature that's important is the local loopback functionality, which allows you to continue to enjoy the content at the primary side while you're simultaneously sharing it over that wireless connection with the remote location. The infrared blaster kits provide complete control of the content from that secondary side, and this unit, as a transmitter, can support up to 4 receivers at the same time, which means you can broadcast the exact same media content to 4 remote locations. Everything you need to get started is included with the kit, and with a few simple connections, you can be up and running in no time. So until next time, thanks again for watching.